all of the feelings away from what you display to your children, to your wives, to the folks in your relationships, then they can begin to see the real you. Because the feelings about it get in the way. The feelings of anger or the feelings of love, or what you call love, all those things, all those labels that we put on the person, we have to deal with those labels and through those labels. And it gets even worse because when you are the label of mom, of dad, of husband, of wife, or here's my wife, then you become owned, you become labeled, so many labels that I don't know how people can walk around. I remember the first time, and you can imagine it was a rather surprising thing, both to myself and the person I said it to. Walking along, and he came up and he said, "Hey man, how you doing?" And I just stopped out of the clear. I just looked at him and said, "I'm not a man." I'm telling you, he almost like smacked me. He stepped back. "Whoa, what are you? What are you?" Started looking like and it was the first time that I really undressed that name. The first time I really took it off in public. And my next step was, it was just like I almost couldn't feel my foot hit the ground. Because guess what? I wasn't carrying anymore.
Man.
I wasn't carrying man. When you carry man, you carry the entire contextual activity called men or man. And you know, it gets really difficult because you ask a person who goes to church and they'll say, "Real men kneel." They get on their knees and pray. You ask a Marine, well, real men shoot their enemy. How many people would you ask what a man is and get a definition of? Or how many people can tell me what a real man is? So there's all kinds of things. Real men don't cry over here, but what do real men do over here? Real men cry. Because it all has to do with a person's opinion of what a real man is. And what is a whole lot of folks, male entities, and some female entities, Sherry, I guess, you pointed that out yesterday, what are they trying to do? These men.
Live those roles.
They're living the rules of a real man. So you have a real man living the role of a really good father who's being a good Christian while being a Republican. And walking around on the planet carrying all of those. You see that? I'm just taking the male entity. What about the female entity? You know, real women wear makeup and chandeliers and the shit they put on their eyebrows and earbrows and nose brows and all kinds of stuff.
Earbrows.
You don't have any, except Donna, she doesn't have any earbrows. I don't know what a earbrow is. Anyway, I guess you get one time in my 65 years of walking around on this idiotic, completely crazy, insane planet that I did grow a beard. And it was at the request of whomever requested it. And it only lasted for a certain period of time. I'll get right to you. Because it itched and I just didn't care for a beard. Firstly, I felt as though there was a certain hiding going on. But I can tell you, when I went into the bathroom and I lathered up and I shaved, first I had to cut some with the scissors and then shaved completely, shaved my face. I came out of the bathroom, and as I went out, I turned around and looked, and I felt there was an experience of being new, of being a baby again, of presenting myself to the planet, rather than this hidden entity behind
this.
us.
Should be on the top of your head. I mean,
Please?
I'm shaving it all off then.
I couldn't grow it. The damn headboard keeps getting this part. But anyway, that was an experience that I literally had. The only time I had a beard and then shaved it off, there was like a coming out, like I had just arrived in manhood or something, or in personhood, showing myself as I was, rather than hiding. Of course, that was just my own experience of it.
So grooming, just in general, sometimes is just like you said, you shave, women wear makeup. Isn't it just part of It
is. It's part of the grooming. It's part of how we've been trained and conditioned, and it's part of whatever the person cares to, however they care to present themselves. It doesn't have anything to do with me. It doesn't have anything to do with enlightenment or transformation. It has to do with, I say, that has to do with to me, it seems as though a female must think they're real ugly to start with, and the more ugly they think they are, the longer it would take them to get ready to go somewhere. They wouldn't think of running out of the house going somewhere without their accoutrements on. It's just that's the way I look at it. And so these things that I talk about are things for you to take a look at, things to find out. How is it that the natural beauty of a female came to the place where it has to be enhanced quite so much that we've gotten all the way to Dolly Parton?